In spring 2019, the Metropolitan Museum of Art unveiled a landmark exhibition.
The world between empires, art and identity in the ancient Middle East. This exceptionally large and complex exhibition brings together nearly 190 works made across the Middle East some 2,000 years ago.
With the support of over 20 museums and institutions around the globe, the show covers a period from the 1st century BC to the 3rd century AD, when the Roman Empire in the west was competing with the Parthian Empire in the east for control over the Middle East, the global trade center, the nexus of lucrative silk and incense trades. The signature of the show is the goddess from Babylon in present-day Iraq.
She comes from Babylon in present-day Iraq. The rubies in her eyes and navel are imports. They most likely come from Myanmar. She was found in a tomb complete with her gold jewelry. Her body incorporates the forms of a Greco-Roman Aphrodite or Venus.
The textile trade was hugely important at that time.
This is a very early piece of silk from the 3rd century that represents the emerging trade between China, the Middle East, and the rest of the Roman Empire. This is an extraordinary painted shield, a shield carried by a Roman soldier at this time.
Our journey starts from modern Yemen, ancient Southwest Arabia.
South Arabia was the source of several major commodities that were being used and traded internationally. The most important one was frankincense, the incense that was burned for preference in temples, in homes, in funerary rituals. The frankincense was harvested, transported north via caravans, and the kingdoms of southwestern Arabia grew wealthy through that trade. We have objects around us particularly from Timna, the capital of a kingdom called Kataban. We're now moving into Nabatea and specifically Petra, the Nabatean capital in modern Jordan. We have divine images that vary all the way from plain stones through images like this to the kinds of busts that you see around us. I think Petra was a living city and a green city. There were water channels and irrigation and a big population.
In the area called Judaea, fierce rebellions occurred against Roman rule. This Magdala stone, discovered in 2009, dates from the 1st century. The front imagery relates to the Temple of Jerusalem, which was still standing at the time. The cities of Tyre and Sidon, located along the Mediterranean coast, were hugely important commercial centers. This gallery looks at the art from the city of Palmyra. Palmyra is particularly famous for its funerary portraits of the city's elite families. These families grew rich because of Palmyra's strategic location along the trade route that run through the Syrian desert. This portrait has a great deal of ancient pigment preserved, highlighting her jewelry and her blue eyes. And these two are from Rome, a Palmyra community that was established in Rome. We can get a sense that even when they left Palmyra, their religion was a huge part of their identity. Here is an image of gods dressed in armor who would protect the cargo that people transported through the desert. Dura-Europos in Eastern Syria is an exceptional site for understanding what went on in the Middle East. Christianity, Judaism, and Polytheism all being practiced in the same places at the same time. In Dura, we have exceptional evidence.
So behind me are wall paintings and sculptures from various temples devoted to all sorts of different gods. Behind us over there are tiles from a 3rd century synagogue.
Dura is especially famous for the figural wall painting from the synagogue, which absolutely revolutionized our understanding of early Jewish art.
And over here are wall paintings from the Christian house church at Dura, with the earliest known images of Jesus. Shown here, performing 2 miracles, walking on water on the left with Peter, and here healing the paralytic. So Jesus and the paralytic on his bed, and the paralytic able to walk. So all of these buildings were in really close proximity to one another and give us an incredible window into what life was really like.
We move now into Mesopotamia.
This is a slipper coffin. It's a kind of typical Parthian period burial form in Mesopotamia. And it comes from the site of Nippur in southern Iraq. Behind us on the wall, stucco decoration. That's fragments from a Greek theatre that was built at Babylon. So you're really watching cities change. Now, across our region in this period, people are speaking different Semitic languages. There are certainly a lot of Greek speakers. But in the temples of Babylon and Uruk especially, people were still studying and reading in Sumerian and Akkadian. One of our tablets here, it's a song of lamentation. It's the goddess Ishtar Inanna mourning the destruction of her cities. And the song is in Sumerian. It's a very, very ancient text. We're coming to the end of the show. Now, the Parthian Empire basically ceases to exist. A successful rebellion from southern Iran leads a king called Ardashir and his son Shapur to conquer the whole empire. That founds the Sasanian Empire. One object in this gallery shows a Sasanian king grasping a Roman emperor by the wrist. It's a sort of symbolic capture, probably of the Roman Emperor Valerian. It's a moment of transformation, echo on into the Sasanian and Islamic worlds.